Grammar on the move. Conditionals.
Hi, Andrew. How's the job going?
Not great. I seem to be spending a lot of time in the office at the moment. It's not exactly exciting.
Well, that's why they have to pay you, isn't it? I mean, if people enjoyed work, they would do it for nothing.
That's true.
Why don't you look for something else?
Because I've got loads to do and not enough time to do it. I would have time to find a new job if my boss wasn't so demanding. Anyway, are we still going out tonight?
Possibly. I need to check my bank account. If my boss has paid me, I should be okay to come out.
It's Friday. When it's Friday, you get your wages.
Well, I just need to check. As soon as I know, I'll call you.
OK, Liz, let's talk about the people we interviewed today.
I thought the first candidate was really impressive.
So did I. She answered every question really well. If she hadn't been the first candidate, I might have offered her the job there and then.
I was disappointed in the second candidate. I mean, he came in wearing a t-shirt.
If you invite someone for an interview, you expect them to come prepared. He wasn't.
Exactly. And unless he improves his presentation skills, he won't get a job anywhere. How about candidate number 3?
She was great, but maybe a little overqualified. I think she knew more than us. Supposing we offered her the job, would she even take it?
Probably not. If we employ her, she'll probably be promoted before we are.
A conditional sentence is a sentence that states a condition and the result or consequence of that condition occurring. Conditional sentences contain 2 clauses. A condition clause, often beginning with if or when, and a result clause. Look at these sentences. If the business does well, we will expand next year. We will expand next year if the business does well. In the first sentence, the condition comes first and the result second. In the second, the result comes first and the condition second. There is no difference in meaning between the 2 sentences. We use words like if or when before the condition. Notice that when the condition comes first, a comma is used. There are different conditionals depending on the probability of the condition occurring and the period in which the condition or the result will take place. Look at these sentences. If you invite someone for an interview, you expect them to come prepared. When it's a Friday, we get our wages. This is called the zero conditional. It is used to express things that are generally or always true. In zero conditional sentences, the present simple is usually used in both the result and condition clauses. Look at these sentences. If the business does well, we will expand next year. If we employ her, she'll probably be promoted before we are. These are first conditional sentences. The first conditional expresses a present or future situation which we think is real or possible. The typical structure for first conditional sentences is usually if plus present simple for the condition and will plus infinitive without to for the result. However, other present forms and other modal verbs can be used. Look at this sentence. If my boss has paid me, I should be okay to come out later. Here the condition features the present perfect, while should is used in the result clause. We normally use if in first conditional sentences. However, alternative words and phrases can be used. Look at these sentences. As soon as I know, I'll call you. I'll lend you the money provided you pay me back by the end of the week. As soon as and provided are used as alternatives to if. Other alternatives to if are even though, given that, unless, and assuming. Look at these sentences. If I loved my job, I'd do it for nothing. I would have time to find a new job if my boss wasn't so demanding. These are second conditional sentences. The second conditional expresses an imaginary or hypothetical situation. It could be contrary to the facts, as in the first sentence, or express a situation that is impossible or improbable in the present or future, as in the second example. Look at this sentence. If she hadn't been the first candidate, I might have offered her the job there and then. This is a third conditional sentence. We use the third conditional to imagine alternative consequences to something that happened in the past. As with the first conditional, there are alternatives which can be used instead of if in second and third conditional sentences and questions. Look at these sentences. Imagine your business was successful. Would you sell it to a competitor? Even if the government raised taxes by 5%, that wouldn't be enough. Assuming I had received that scholarship, I would have changed schools. Supposing we offered her the job, would she even take it? Grammar on the move.